Strafing and napalm bomb runs by 5th Air Force fighters support ground troops in the 11th Corps sector northeast of Manila. Machine gun fire is augmented by 105s as 38th Division Infantry pushes to a ridge close by the Amerikano River. Japs must be blasted from fortified caves. Stiff resistance continues to be met on Luzon during the 6th Army's campaign to eliminate last-ditch defenders, including those holding the sources of Manila's water supply. 500 miles south on Upper Mindanao, machine guns cover the withdrawal of 8th Army troops pinned down by enemy fire in the Mangshima Valley. Litter cases and the walking wounded are evacuated under fire. The drive in this sector is north of Malebale, important air center and capital of Bukidnon province. Strong sniper nests hamper our medical corpsmen. A courier delivers a message from the command post while the wounded receive emergency treatment. A steady rain of sniper bullets forces our men to remain in prone positions.
Carmela, Margarita, may mga nakasalubong akong dayo habang pupunta ako dito.
Ano sa tingin mo ang kanilang lahat? May dalabas sa mga patulis o sipat?
Hindi! Makikisgan na ilang mga itsura. Sila'y matatangkad, mapuputi at matatangos ang kanilang mga ilong. At ang kanilang mga baroy ibang-iba sa ating mga barong.
Tingin ko sila mga lahing Amerikano.
Amerikano?
Excuse me, ladies. Where can we find the government hall?
Ang sabi nila, saan daw nila patatagpuan ang lugar ng mga nauukulan. Oo nga pala, galing ka sa ibang bansa. Kaya alam mo, kanilang lingwahe. Sabihin mo na lang sa kanila na tayo na lang magsasabi. Total, ano ka naman ng alkalde o mayor.
Why are you looking for it? Is there anything you want to say?
Just want to inform your government that we will help your country to improve.
Sure, I will tell it to them.
Okay. Please tell them where we go for your country.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Magandang hapon mga kababayan. Nagpulong tayo ngayon upang ipaalam ko sa inyo na nais tayong tulungan ng mga Amerikano para sa pagpapaunlad ng ating bansa. Pamumunuan ito ni Ginoong Jacob Sherman, nilalayo niyang siyasatin at alamin ang kalagayan ng ating bansa upang maipatatag nila ang pamahalaan dito. Naway maging maayos ang ating pakikipag-ugnayan sa kanila.
Ano ang maaari nilang iambag sa ating lipunan?
Nais nilang ituro sa atin ang wika nila. Maibang gong galing Amerika ang magtuturo sa mga kababayan at magpapatupad sila ng mga pamahalang sibil para sa proteksyon ng ating bansa.
Kailan nila ito sisimulan?
Nais nila itong simulan ngayon upang unti-unti tayong masanay.
Why do we need to teach them our language? I thought we will just help their country to improve.
That's one of the things we need to do to help them. They need to learn our language so that we can understand each other point easily.
But based on George's view, it is better for them to use their own language because it will be easy for them to study.
But based on David Donetri, they need to learn our language. And also based on David Narrows, learning our language can help them to improve their status in life.
Joseph Rostonated, he said, it didn't change the fact that they are still using their language for their daily lives. And from the start were no English needed.
Najib Miklisalingi said that the person cannot be monolingual because they must know other language for them to understand other people.
Paul Monroe insists that we don't have enough budgets for the structures and for the supplies.
But we really wanted to teach our language to the Filipinos.
Okay.
Ever since Manila was bombed, ever since Bataan fell, ever since Corregidor was surrendered, a particular group of soldiers in the United States Army has worked toward the day when their relatives in the Philippines will be delivered from the Japs and shall formally establish the Philippine Republic. The 1st Filipino Infantry, which began with 8 men and 3 officers, expanded to full strength under Colonel Robert F. Offley, a West Pointer who grew up in the Philippines. The regiment grew so fast, with volunteers from every part of the United States, that a 2nd Filipino Infantry Regiment had to be activated under Colonel Charles Clifford, who has seen years of service in the far Pacific Island. Idol of both regiments is West Point trained Lieutenant Colonel Jaime Velasquez, battalion commander, who fought valiantly to the end as a member of General MacArthur's staff. The bitter lessons he learned on Bataan and Corregidor he now passes on. In the field, on maneuvers, working over and over to equip his officers and men with the training they are fiercely eager to master. For these Americans are descended from people who have lost their native land, people whose one hope is the promise by the President of the United States. I give the Filipino people my word that the Republic of the Philippines will be established the moment the power of our Japanese enemies is destroyed. The Filipino regiments use their spare time to learn extra things that will make them better soldiers than their hated enemy. For instance, radio. No one told them to study radio, but these men are coaching each other on their own time, sending, receiving, until they get it. And this is another voluntary session with the tough little GIs going over tactical problems. There's unbeatable spirit behind all this. Here's one sign of it. Discipline? Well, here's the guardhouse. Unguarded. When you feel like these soldiers, discipline is no problem. The 2nd Regiment has had only 4 prisoners in 6 months. Like any other Joe soldier, the Filipinos have their own lighter moments. A favorite pastime is sipa, a game with a kick in it.